Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, but I'm not going to be talking. This is going to be a voiceover. I don't know why, but let's get into it. We got to get started with the coffee, okay? This is my drug. This is my everything. This is how I get shit popping for the videos. These are my brushes that I'm going to be using. Starting off with the Morphe brow pencil, just going to be outlining my brows. I like to do the bottom of my right brow and then fill out the top of my left brow. Do not ask me why, okay? My eyebrows be weird, but yeah, I'm just gonna pop it off, brush it out a little bit. So yeah, this is me outlining the top of my left brow. My brows are a bit uneven, so I kind of found out a hack to get them to line up, okay? Trust. So I'm gonna brush this one out as well. Yes! Marcella water, yeah. I'm going to be using that to clean my brush. And I also got this mirror. Yes. Gonna go in with the Tower 28 conceal. Oh my god, I literally forgot to put on my primer. So frustrating. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Milk primer, you guys. I should have gone in with this in the beginning. I'm so sorry, but I kind of failed. I duped myself. But anyways, just going in with this. I'm really annoyed at that little bit of concealer right there. Like, seriously. But I tend to get over shit real quick. Let's hit it for a dance break, people. Now we go back in with the conceal and do what we were doing before we were so rudely interrupted by the primer. I'm just going to dot up my brows and then carve them out. You can judge, but this is how I be doing my concealer. I want not so much of a harsh line. And I like to do this fadey thing in the front, honey. You see that? They're looking good. They're looking crisp. They're looking delicious. Now I'm going to use this Real Technique brush to just buff them out. I kind of pat them and then stroke them. I don't know. Moving on to the left brow, doing the same thing, dotty do, and then we're gonna carve them out like some beautiful sculpted pieces of artwork, honey. We are going to angle that art. And then I'm gonna do that little fadey thing that I try to do at the tip of my brow. Let me know in the comments if it actually works. But I've been doing my brows like this for 50 million, 100 years, so they should be looking fine by this point in time. So now I'm just buffing that out, brushing them out, and just making them look like a beautiful piece of candy. Now we go back in with the same concealer, and then we're going to do my eyelids, make myself look like a psych ward patient, honey, okay? But trust the process. You're going to look a bit like a ghost on the host before you blend them out and put the vision together. So I tend to take a fat minute for this stage because I'm going to set my eyelids later. So I'm just going to speed it up for y'all real quick. Essentially just taking my time to make sure that there are no creases to be found whatsoever. With my eyelids, this is where the eyeshadow are going to go. This is where the setting going to happen. So a lot is riding on these bad boys. So I got to take my time. Anyways, I'm going in with Miss Huda to then set my brows, and I make this weird face. But I make this weird face because when I blend out my eyelids, they can sometimes crease before I set them. It's worth it. It's worth it. So yeah, we're going to look a bit like a crazy person, but trust me, in the end, we're going to have smooth eyelids and make sure that shadow is sitting nice, white, and pretty like a new pair of titties. Moving on to eyeshadow using the Makeup by Mario palette. And when I showed you these colors, she wanted to drop on my ass. And not only that, the nerve. She got all over my pants. Literally, I was so shocked. I was just like, what the F? So then I had to literally clean everything off camera, going back in properly, showing you guys the nudie beigey colors I'm using. And I'm just trying to create a sunset illusion on my brows. Again, I'm going to speed this up because I take a fat minute here. I don't know. It's just the same movement for like ages for me. It's kind of therapeutic.
Trying to get that.
Now that I've calmed down, jam into some Masego, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade, and I'm going to just fill that in the outer corners of my eyelids. I want to create that ombre effect. I want it to be a sunset, like you're taking the dog to the vet, okay? A nice brownie look can never do me wrong. So I'm just going to pat that in, buff it out, get a bit of a more fluffier brush, and blend those babies out so they look all beautiful and blended together. Now I'm going to go on with Miss Eyeliner. Dear God, please let my eyeliner be snatched. Amen. I really locked in here. As you can see, I had to speed it up because I was going so slow. And I I was feeling it for a sec. Then I went back in and did the lefty. But to be honest with you guys, I was feeling it, but I was duped again. I had to go back in and literally fix them, take 50 million years. Now I'm going to be clamping my eyelashes, curling them. So I'm going in with the right lash. And again, this takes 50 million, gazillion, billion years. So I'm going to speed this up. And then I'm going in with some mascara, MCO Beauty Extend Lash. This is actually a really nice mascara. I really rate this one. And I'm just going to be going in on my right eyelash. I'm sorry I opened my mouth. It's really disturbing, I know, but this is just how I lock in, I guess. I can't stop. Then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to clamp my left eyelash. At this point, I'm a bit depressed because a lot has gone on in the routine that has been wrong. My eyeliner, the freaking eyeshadow dropping. So I need some coffee to pick me up, but there's nothing in my cup and I'm doing it while my eyelash is clamped. That is dedication, sweetie, if I've ever seen it. Finally, lefty is done. Now we can perk her up with some mascara, and I had the common decency to close my mouth this time. So at this point, I'm getting a bit pissed off. We gotta fix some shit, but we coming through. So I fix it off camera. These are how my eyes are looking. I think we're doing good. Now it's getting hot and heated in here, honey, like a wrestling match. So I'm going to take off my jack. And I had to blow my nose for like 20 minutes and just contemplate my life at this point. But I'm not a quitter, honey. We're going in with some Huda Easy Blur in 2 different shades because I can never get my shade right. So I'm going in with one darker color and then one lighter color. And I'm going to blend them together. And despite this, they still don't match my neck. So despite blending it out with a beauty blender, I still have to go on my neck. But I'm going to speed that up for you guys because I don't want to bore you, okay? My forearms are strong. They are sweating. I'm going to go in with some MCO Beauty liquid bronzer and some concealer, and we're going to carve out my face, okay? I want a new facelift, honey. That's what we're going for with this. So I put a little bit under my eyes for the concealer for my bags. Not that it really does anything, to be honest. Then I kind of do this flick up thing to make my face look snatched. And she's looking cute. Going in with my bronzer, and I kind of do this dotted look, like I'm really contouring my face. I try to do as high as I can on my cheeks because I don't want to look like an old man. And I don't do too much on my forehead because it's already small. And I know you guys are going to hate me for the nose contour. I'm sorry. Anybody can teach me how to contour my nose. I would be happy to learn, okay? Please in the comments below, because look to what I have succumbed to. I'm using the applicator, goddammit. And then I'm going to snatch out my jaw. Give me some of that 3 o'clock shadow, honey. And I'm going to use a compact brush to just buff that out. This is one of my favorite parts of my routine, just looking like a beautiful sculpted goddess. I feel like a statue. Someone's carving me out of stone, honey. I'm just getting my beauty blender because, you know, I did a bit too much. I have that condition. I do way too much bronzer and then I have to fix it later. Now I'm just going to go back in with my concealer brush and just buff out this concealer. Now this takes a fat minute because like the eyelids, I really aim for no creases here. So I'm going to speed it up. I don't want to bore you guys, seriously. Are you bored? Tough. So after they're kind of blended, I like to just buff them out a little bit more and then go in with my setting powder and make sure the other side is doing that too. Then I like to use a big face brush and then just go in, wipe them. Are you really doing it right if you don't have that brush? And then pack on some face powder. I use translucent powder for my face, on my neck, on my crack, on my back, everywhere. And you know, when you're done, before you pack it up, you gotta blow that shit. Now I'm gonna go in with some cute Maybelline City bronzer and just carve out my face a little bit more. Now here I tend to do a shitload as well. Now I'm going in with some blush. This was $5, and as you can see already, I put way too much. I was so shocked, but that didn't stop me. I put way more on my face. Luckily, I got the face brush to kind of just buff it out a little bit. I want to look sun-kissed, even though I'm giving albino in this season. What am I looking for? Winkle, winkle. Yes, the double-ended bottom shadow brush. So I'm going to be doing some bottom shadow, going in with the Makeup by Moria. Then I'm going to be going in with the same shade I did my shadow with. And then I'm just going to be sculpting that bottom lid. I really don't want to ruin the concealer under my eyes, so I like to be really specific and slow here. Again, might take a fat minute. Gonna do lefty now. Now I'm gonna go on with my eyebrow pencil, that's right, and I'm gonna be using it as waterline eyeliner. But the thing is with this is that I stuffed up. Real bad, y'all. Real bad. I stuffed up, okay? I just ruined what I said I didn't want to ruin. So off camera, I went ahead and fixed it. And then I applied some concealer, then reset it. Thank God I was able to fix that because I was trying to cover my bags, not accentuate my bags. Thank you, honey. So I'm going in and doing the left eye, and I'm super careful here because I really don't want the same thing to happen. I don't have it in me to fix anything else, guys. I really do not. Finally, I can do some bottom mascara, finish my eyes. They were giving me hell. And I'm not trying to do too much, make them too long. I just want them to be perky and cute. I love the accentuation of big eyes. Now I'm going to refill my top lashes. Brows, using the Brow Elf gel and then a spoolie. So what I do is I put the spoolie in the gel, kind of blend it out with my fingers, and then I go in gently on my brows. I love this better than any brow product because you can control the intake and the product that goes on. A lot of brow products are just too messy and gunky. Going in for a third or fourth clamp. Don't mind me just cleaning my lips at the same time. And I'm an efficient girly. But once you do that clamp after your mascara is dry, it comes out beautiful. It is a bit of pain. I'm not going to lie. Like you can see, I'm on my last legs here. I don't have it in me anymore. Like seriously, look at this face. You can see I'm pulling every little bit of might to get through this routine. But I'm sticking it through. Lefty's working out. She's going to come through. Righty is already coming through. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. So there you go. Those are my eyelashes and they're looking really great. Now I'm going to go in with lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just going to cheeky little overline my lips. Not too much, not too little. Just making them look like they're freshly filled. And I blend it out with my finger. I know you guys might judge me for that, but I don't give a fuck. Just love having that control, honey. I'm a perfectionist. What can I say? The Sephora Lip Plump in shade 02. This is the best lip plump. I will live by this lip plump. I will breathe by this lip plump. It is just so good, so affordable as well. And I couldn't be more happy with the product, to be honest. She's never let me down. Finishing off with Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray, airbrush setting spray. As I squirt that, I'm just going to dry that with my cute little $5 Kmart fan. And finishing touches, some pressed powder by Charlotte Tilbury as well, and just go over basically anywhere that can potentially crease. Give her some insurance. So that is it. This is my natural, casual, soft, subtle glam look. I hope you guys liked it. Look at me, I'm Madonna, I'm a model, the Vogue. Yes, honey, get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.